And welcome back to Strongwoman High's Life is a Mishmash. Today we have extra special episode. We have mother and daughter duo, Miriam and Millie Moore, joining the podcast. Hello, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Amazing. I'm super excited for this episode. So, first of all, do you guys want to give a brief introduction, elevator pitch to who you are, what you're all about? I'll let you go first, Mim.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Mim, or Miriam if I'm on my Sunday name. So I'm 42. I've been training Strongwoman since 2022, just as a bit of a laugh initially, but I started competing in 2025. I'm an accountant, so a really boring job.
Nice.
So yeah, and I'm mum to Millie, who's been training for a good while now. So
Same as you.
yeah, she's as strong as me. It's quite scary.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. Love that. So give us a little bit of an introduction to you then, Millie.
My name's Millie. I'm 10 and I'm in year 6. So I'm leaving primary school this year. I've also been training since 2022, and I'm also a Rhino, which is a gym that we go to.
Well, we're rhinos, aren't we?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I thought you were older than 10, to be honest. You're so mature. Like, when you said there, I'm 10, I'm leaving primary school, I was like, oh my God.
It's quite scary. She's so mature in, like, I'm going to call her an athlete, her athlete sort of abilities, but it's hard to really remember she's only 10.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're going to have a
Yeah.
nightmare when she gets a couple of years older and she's like, I'm going to go to the shop and buy a beer. You'll be like, oh God, not going to get ID, you. Yeah, fair. Absolutely, absolutely. Now, how exciting. Cool. So, how did you originally get into Strongwoman then, Miriam?
So, yeah, 2022, I'd not been training for a while, as a lot of people hadn't during lockdown. And prior to that, I'm afraid to say I did do some CrossFit.
Amazing. No, we love a CrossFit on here.
so-
No judging.
I trained CrossFit for a couple of years. Really enjoyed sort of the non-cardio stuff, particularly ollie lifting. And yeah, 2022, I'd not trained for a while. And a couple of ladies reached out to me that I used to train with at CrossFit. One who we still are training buddies with, so big shout out to Flick, who'd said, come down to this Strongman gym. We do a ladies only class. I think you'll really like it. And I was like, oh, I'm not really sure. I'd not trained, obviously, during lockdown, and I'd not got a huge amount of confidence. I'd put on a lot of weight. My dad had died at the start of 2020, so I'd not been in a really good state mentally. And they kept going on at me, come on down. So eventually I did, and I went to Grindhouse Gym in Burton, joined the ladies only class, and it was more of a social thing really to start with, and found that it was just got me out of the house. Really nice community, met some great people, and really enjoyed just the more social side of it. Didn't do anything really competitive at all, just went and lifted and listened to some good music.
Yeah.
But in that they did a kids class, so Millie was really, really shy, and she joined the kids class. It's called Bear Club, and really just took to it. And so initially I had to join in with her, but her confidence came from lifting, and she was a little 6-year-old that was tiny at the time, and just this confidence came out of her, and she just got such a natural ability for it that I was like, I think we're onto something here.
Yeah.
So we stopped going to Grindhouse for one reason or another, and we joined Rhino. Well, Millie joined Rhinos first at the end of 20, was it? I think, to join Little Rhinos. So big shout out to Ant and Gemma for putting that class on, and she just jumped straight back into it. And then from that, Ant kept going on at me, going, "Are you going to join?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." So yeah, now I became a Rhino in 2024, and we've been going ever since.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I love how it was you first. You were the one who was like, oh, start this Strongwoman class. I get into it. Bring Millie along. And then Millie was like, right, now I'm going to join a gym. Now you're going to join me.
I followed her, yeah.
It's like she did the Uno reverse on you there, didn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing, amazing. And how did you find it, like that initial training, Millie, when you first started? Like 6 years old is so young to be doing strength training, but it's
Yeah.
awesome. How did you find it?
It was scary.
You were quite scared. You were
Yeah.
quite timid.
Yeah.
But the guys there were so good. They knew how to deal with her, and the fact that we could be there with her and join in, I think that just helped build her confidence even more. And now she just goes and does her own thing now. So she knows
Yeah.
exactly what she's doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so she's 4 years behind her now.
Amazing.
You're an expert.
Class. I love that. I've just got images of Millie going into Rhinos Gym and like kicking open the door and being like, I'm here.
I'm here.
Have you got a class for me?
Now.
I'm here. I'm here to train. Let me go. No, I love
they all
that.
treat her so well. It's one big family, and she's very much part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I love that. I think as well, like we always say on this podcast, like the community is the biggest thing for everybody, isn't it? And I think all of us as well as like adult athletes now look back and think, I wish I'd started this sooner. So when you see kids that are interested in it, you're like, yes, come on, like let's go, let's go.
She gets so much positive reinforcement from everyone. It's brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. Nah, absolutely love that. Right. Well, let's get into your Strongwoman highs then, shall we? So, Mim, I'll let you go first again.
Yeah. So I've only got a couple of it. I've got quite a lot.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
So I find it quite hard to not choose something. So probably for me, my first competition was a novice competition at Rhinos, so in summer 24. And then for some wild reason, I decided then to go straight into Natties. So I did Natties England Masters in start of 25. Was unbelievably nervous. I was like, what the hell have I done? But somehow I found myself on the podium.
Amazing.
So yeah, podium third in my first Natties comp. And a big shout out here to Avers. We all love Avers, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't think I even would have stepped onto that floor if it hadn't been for her. So although I'd got my own Rhinos people around me, and another Rhino Ali competing on the floor, I ended up first out on the first event. And I was like, I can't go out. I can't do it. And I was going for a PB log as well.
Oh God.
So I was there waiting to go on, and then Avers just was like, "You're all right, mate. You'll be all right. Just go and do it. You'll be absolutely fine." And went out on the floor, pushed the log twice. So it was a PB, but I lifted it twice. The photo from that lift is like my all-time favourite photo. I'm just so ecstatic. I'm just like over the moon.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it. I've made it. I've done it. If nothing else happens today, I've done that.
Yeah.
But yeah, to podium on that, I just cried. I couldn't believe it. I just didn't want to come last. So I'd been my friends, Soph and Ali, had been keeping me sort of up to date on when I needed to go out during the day, but I had no idea where I was placing. So I was like, keep it that way. And then they said I'd come third. I just burst into tears. I was like, I can't believe I've done it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was probably the best high of all. Then a couple of weekends ago, 2 weeks ago, came second in Masters at Paddy's Comp. So that was a bit of a comeback because I've had a year out of competing after having arm surgery. So that was a bit of a comeback, and that was a real nice high to come back to. But then probably some of my best highs are either training with Millie and seeing her push herself and some of the things that she gets to do. So we go to quite a few seminars at the moment. So we did Together We Lift last year. So they allowed Millie to join in under my supervision, obviously.
Yeah.
But we treated that as a little comp for Millie. So it was like 5 events. And she got to lift dinnies in front of Chloe.
Class.
I'm like, what an experience. She pulled, I'll let you tell them what you pulled when you do your highs, but she pulled a good deadlift, and then we did a 200 kilo tandem axle.
Amazing.
At the end of it, which was like epic. And the most I think they'd ever had a parent and child do. But then probably some of my even bigger highs other than training with Millie are the highs of the people that I train with. I love living their dreams with them. So a couple of weekends ago, Flick, who's one of our training buddies, coming back to to compete in novice after having brain surgery. It was and she came tied for third at Paddy's comp in the novice. So that was just like epic. I screamed when she did that.
Yeah.
Ali put Hercules hold at a lightweight comp. Unbelievable. We were screaming.
But she just has big hands.
She does have big hands. We will say that. She's very small. She's a lightweight master, but her hands are huge. And she won't mind me saying that. We love you, Anne.
Such a benefit. I've got big hands as well, and I love having big hands. It's so useful.
And I know you had obviously Liv on the other week, and we were lucky enough to be with Liv when she did the yoke at Arnold's, because we crewed Arnold's as well, which was
amazing.
Cool. And just to have her running to us with that yoke and her emotion after was epic. Absolutely epic. So I love celebrating other people's highs as well. I get a lot out of that for the people that I train with, to see them doing well as well.
I love that. I absolutely love what you said at the very beginning of that, which was living their dreams with them. I wrote that down. The minute you said it, I was like, I'm going to write that down. that's so good. Yeah, I like that's just such, and it encapsulates like the world of Strongwoman really well as well, because I feel like all of us are like that, and that's why it is such a supportive thing, because one, we've all got our own dreams, but then also you're so invested in other people's as well, aren't you? And when they do well, it makes you feel better, and then you do well, then everyone feels better around you, and it's just like
cool
positivity all around, isn't it? But absolutely, I love that. I loved your highs. They were so wholesome. That was a really good list of highs, like very well put together. I enjoy the effort that's been made into planning that out. That was really good. Yeah. I love it. So, right, let's move on to your highs then, Millie. What have your highs been? I want to find out what this deadlift is.
So, as my mum said, we have done a 200 kilogram axle tandem at Together We Lift, but also at that event on the deadlift, which was the first one we did.
First event, yeah.
I pulled 80, which was a PB, wasn't it?
It was.
Then it was a 90, and then 100 kg was my max.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, a 10-year-old. That's insane. Absolutely
and
insane.
It looked easy. I was like, I'm dreading to think what's coming.
My God. You're going to pull 200 kilo raw before me, Millie, and it's going to really, really upset me. Just hold on for a cut. Just let me get there first, all right? Because get shown up by an 11, 12-year-old here, I'm going to be really upset.
I didn't know how she'd take it, because she's never lifted in front of anyone that's sort of in her training circle. So it was sort of a toe in the water to see how she'd feel about lifting in front of other people. Yeah. And obviously it's really still obviously an awesome environment to lift in with. Together We Lift, and it was so good to allow her to do it as well. Yeah. But yeah, for her to go out straight away and just did one warm up and then pulled a 80 straight away, which was a PB at the time.
Yeah, it's
okay, I see how today's going, Millie.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Were you nervous, Millie, when you were like lifting in front of other people?
Like, it wasn't that many people, but I was nervous, because in case I failed it, but I didn't. So
perfect, solid. That absolutely solid. What are your other highs then?
The people that I get to meet as well. There's people like Mark Felix, Gavin Bilton.
You've met a lot of people and trained with a lot of people. So obviously we see Chloe all the time. I mean, Chloe's amazing, but she's so good with Millie. Yeah. We did a seminar with Chloe not too long back on overhead, didn't we? Again, she allowed Millie to come along and treated her exactly the same as the adults that were there, and she was split jerking all over the place.
Hell yeah.
She's got an amazing split jerk as well. I'm very jealous.
What a useful skill to learn at that age as well. Oh my God, you're going to be so good at that.
She's just watched someone and gone, yeah, I can do that. And it's just so natural. I'm like, I've been trying to do this for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just not happening.
No, it's like learning a language as a kid, isn't it? If you learn something like that as a skill as a child, it's so much easier to pick up. And then you try it as an adult, and you're like, wow, this is really difficult.
It feels really alien, doesn't it? Yeah, you've met some amazing and trained with amazing people. So yeah, Chloe, obviously we see on a regular basis, but we've done a few seminars with Rosie Abercrombie recently. Again, just allowing Millie to join in like any other person. Yeah. And she pushes her quite a bit. So it's really cool to see. And the latest one we did, Donna was there as well. So you did some good loading and got a really good video of Donna just like
Yeah.
at the end. It's cool.
Amazing.
Really cool. But yeah, being with Ant as well, he'll just, like, we were Arnold's 24 and he just picked her up and put her over the barrier into the arena. I was like, oh, I'll stay here, shall I? And she was just in the arena, just watching it all. Yeah, just sat her down next to Mark Felix on a sandbag.
Unbelievable.
So she gets to meet some really cool people, and you got to hand the trophies out to the amateurs, didn't you, with Sam Bellevue?
Class, absolutely class. Yeah, there's so many good Strongwoman highs here. I'm jealous. Got some right experiences under your belt already, Millie. The problem is you're here now. You're gonna have to keep that level up there, because otherwise it's gonna be disappointing. This.
It was just so funny though. I mean, she was still small then, so it was people like, oh my god, it's Sam Bellevue and then the trophies out, and there's Millie going, no, hang on, I'm in here.
Hell yeah. I love that. Absolutely love that. Have you got any other highs then, Millie?
When was it when I did Blue Peter?
Oh yeah, she got put on Blue Peter. I think that was when you was in year 2, wasn't it?
Or year 3, something like that.
So right back when she was still really small, so right when she'd first started training, so you might have even been 6. They were looking for kids to go on a Blue Peter episode. And that was filmed at Rhinos before it was actually a rhino. And we went over and she had to do...
Demonstrate how to like...
You were doing throws, weren't you? But yeah, she met Annabelle Chapman on that and filmed with Annabelle. And Annabelle's been so lovely with her. And when we do see her, she still remembers her and they'll have a cuddle. But Millie went through a little bit of bullying at that point and Annabelle would send messages to say, don't let them get to you. You just keep being you keep going. Because Millie's had quite a bit of jealousy, particularly from the boys in school, that don't appreciate quite how strong she is. So yeah, Annabelle was really, really cool and supportive of her, which was, they've showed it out in school and stuff when she was on it. So that was pretty cool. Got yourself a badge.
Yeah. Right, 3. I got like 2 from school as well.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Blue Peter badge, Annabelle Chapman, like in your corner for whenever you get like a bit bullying. You're like, this is unbelievable. What childhood. What childhood you're giving Millie. This is unbelievable. I wish you were my mum.
I mean, obviously I started it first, but she's finding her own path, and I'll always kind of try and push her to... I'm a pushy mum, but support her in what she's doing, because she's naturally good at it. So while she's enjoying it, I'm going to keep supporting her and doing it and giving her all the experiences that I can give her, but also like introduce her to whoever I can to support her, because she did put on a Santa wish list this year that she was going to be world's strongest woman.
Hell yeah.
Well, I forgot.
I forgot.
That was a list. Get to do a Santa's wish to put on a tree, and it was to be world's strongest woman. Yeah. And then we went to see Santa. We had to obviously say what she wanted for Christmas, and it was all gym kit.
Mouth guard.
And one of them was an Airwave mouth guard, because I wear one.
Class.
And she'd ask me that, and Santa was like, what's this? Do you play rugby? She was like, no, Santa, I lift weights.
Hell yeah. Absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Shooting for the stars. And like, what just a cool like hobby to have at that age too. Like, and be getting into something so wholesome and so cool at this age. It's just it's brilliant. I absolutely love it.
Cost me a lot of money in kit.
I was about to say that, yeah. I imagine this is a very expensive hobby for a child to have.
Yeah, expensive.
It's expensive as an adult.
I mean, I've got a lot of kit, I won't lie, but yeah. I do have a big gym bag. Yeah.
Like a suitcase.
It's the Cerberus one on wheels. But we did establish that you can fit a full human in that. We did put Ali in it and we carried around the gym.
Yeah. They are good. The good kit bags. Them. They are big. They are very big. But
very big. It's all for the snacks. Good.
Yeah, exactly. And you do need, like, I've got one of them little, well, it's not small, it's one of the Team Affinity bags that someone gave me.
Mm-hmm.
And I always end up taking another bag with me to comps. I have that
Yeah,
one and another one for
that's
snacks. And I
exactly
just
it. I
think,
was getting to that stage just going in the gym. I was like, well, why don't I just put it all in one bag?
yeah, 100%. Yeah. It just
Yeah.
makes it
And
easier,
wheel
doesn't
it.
it?
It's easier.
And wheel it. But then Millie now puts hers on top of the wheelie bag. So I have to do both.
100, well, she can't carry her own bag. She's,
No.
she's an important person.
Listen, I'm just the bag bitch.
Yeah, bag bitch to Millie all the time. It's only going to get worse as well, you know.
It's only going to get worse. But yeah, it is absolutely.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So what's the plan with competitions then? Is there like juniors competitions? When would Millie be like, are
Yeah,
you
so we've spoke
interested
about
in
it.
comps?
We've spoke about it, haven't we? And the ultimate dream, I'll go that far first, is that we could go to OSG together.
Yeah,
Would be like, that is goals, that she could be a
absolutely.
junior, and if by some miracle I could get into the Masters. There's not a lot of junior stuff around. But when we was at Paddy's the other weekend, my coach Ben Glasscock was there. Shout out to Ben, merching you up.
Hell
Woo!
yeah.
And obviously he's got his comp Hampshires, which I'm doing, and Millie will be coming down because she's not really been around most of well, not that I've done many comps, but she didn't come to Natties because she finds the noise a bit too much.
Yeah.
Particularly because it was in Chaos and then Box Park. But she came to Paddy's, and that was, to have her there as well for me was at another level. To hear, come on, mum.
Yeah.
It was Mumska.
Oh yeah, she calls me Mumska. Is my nickname for Millie.
Amazing.
So
For Colin.
yeah, we'll explain Colin the caterpillar cake in a bit. Yeah.
Oof.
So I'm talking to Ben now. He's talking about maybe doing a juniors category at Hampshire's. Millie's not sure if she's. I mean, physically she's ready, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's there mentally yet to do it.
Yeah.
I'll be 14 when I do my
She
first
says she wants to be 14 when she
Fair
does
enough.
first comp, which is when most juniors start anyway.
Yeah.
But even looking at, I mean, his first timers, looking at the novice at Paddy's last week. So Paddy's was 2 weeks ago. On the Saturday was novice, and we were there watching, supporting some of the rhinos that were competing, and some of the novice weights she could do.
Yeah.
So it's maybe. I mean, there's obviously stuff that's going on at Rhinos. So the charity comp that Liv mentioned, there's stuff that she's more than capable of doing, but we're crewing for that.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that at Rhinos where she's in a comfort zone and could do her first timers. Down the line, we'll see.
100%. Yeah. No, I love that. And I think it's a big step to take, isn't it? Doing a comp with a lot of people that you don't know and all that sort of stuff, especially at 10 years old. Like, I totally agree. Like, if you want to wait till 14, wait till 14. Like, the beauty with this sport is as well, there's no rush ever, is there? And all you're going to get is stronger. So, like, why rush it?
Exactly. I mean, I was a master when I first competed. So
yeah,
I think that's something that we really hope people get from today is it doesn't matter when you start.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
something for everyone.
100%. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the beauty of Strongman, especially now that now we've got like over 50s categories. There's going to be an over 60s categories. We say this all the time. It's coming, like there'll be an over 60s at some point. And it's just awesome. Like there's no age limit. So it doesn't matter when you start. Like you can start at 6, you can start at 60, to be honest, and you'd be fine, wouldn't you? So
yeah, welcomed with open arms as well. So.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I love that. Absolutely love that. Right, well, this bit's been really wholesome, so let's ruin it now and talk about the bad bits. So let's go on to the Strongwoman lows, shall we?
Only a couple really. So after doing so well in England, and then I went into UK's last year. Box Park was. You've competed at Box Park. I was there.
Yeah.
Cool venue, but we actually warmed up outside in the beer garden because it was warm weather. It was a really bizarre experience because you're there warming up and then a hen party walked in. And you're like, what the hell? But I'd worked so hard on in the run up to it, training wise. And I'd done a lot of work with Chloe on my mind. So I was worried I'd fluked England's, and I didn't belong, and I was an imposter, and I didn't know how I'd take it. So I did quite a bit of work with Chloe, and my mind was like, I wasn't nervous. I knew everything that I was expecting to do. We'd got coping techniques. So my mind was like on point. I've never felt like that before in anything, any aspect of my life. But then I came down with a horrible cold.
No.
I did the first event, came out deadlift, PB'd on that, felt great. Came out, second event was fell. And I just couldn't, I was that bunk, I couldn't breathe. And I blacked out, and I never put the bag down. I kept going, but as soon as I put it down, I blacked out.
Oh God.
And I tried then to warm up for the log, and I was just all over the place. I had to actually sat the log out because I was being sick in the toilet.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, I've done it. I've fucked it. Sorry, Millie. And I was like, oh. I was so prepared for this. And it was going so well. But I was like, so it was a low. And I felt that I'd not done myself justice, or the people that had come to support me justice, or my coach justice. But there was a win on the back of it, that I didn't just stop. Old me probably would have gone, yeah, screw this, I'm out the door. I came back out. I came back out and did rubber stone to shoulder. And I was determined to do it because I'd brought my own rubber stone to practice on for natters.
Right.
And I was like, I need to justify this investment. So I came, both me and Ali bought a stone each. So we had two, a 50 and a 60. So I was like, I'm determined to come out and at least have a go at this. So I came out and did that. And then finished on a hammer hold. It wasn't great, but I came 8th, which, for saying I missed a whole event, I was sick. It really wasn't that bad.
That's crazy. That's the wildest story ever, this.
And then we rode off, went to a Japanese pudding shop on scooters, which was fun. But then when we took Liv this year, I'm one of the ones that got piercings with Liv. So I am that bad influence.
Led her astray,
yeah. So there was two of us that weren't competing. We got piercings, and we had Tez that was staying with us. We got him pierced as well.
Amazing! I'm sure he loved that.
Yeah.
I love Tez. He's so funny. He's so good. He messages me every Friday about the episodes because he listens to them on his lunch break. Yeah. So if I'm late posting as well, he's like, "Where's the episode?" I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll get it up." But he's an absolute legend. But I can't believe you pushing through that comp. Like, I feel like any other normal person, any other normal person would have been like, "No, I'm actually quite ill. I'm probably just gonna not do this." And you were like, I've invested too much into this.
Liverpool. I'm doing this. And one of my training partners, Ali, was still out there in lightweight masters. So I was like, I want to make sure I'm here to support her as well. So yeah,
that's wild.
I did feel much better after I was sick, to be fair. But yeah, it was not a great time.
I feel like if I was sick at a comp, that'd be it. I'd be like, no, I'm not doing this. I don't even have to be sick, and I'm still like, most of the time, no, I'm not doing this. It's too much work.
It was a lot. And then, I had to take time out at the end of last year. So I had, weirdly, we watched Brian Shaw documentary last night, didn't we? We watch a lot of Strongman stuff. And he had the same surgery. I was like, oh my God, I've had the same surgery as Brian Shaw.
Same hand as well.
Same hand, yeah, same arm.
Oh.
So I think it was downplayed when I had to have the surgery that when the surgeon told me what I had to have done, because they needed to fill a cancellation the next day. He's like, oh yeah, you'll be fine and all that. But I had to have my whole elbow opened. So I had a nerve issue in my arm. I couldn't feel my hands. Right. So I couldn't grip properly and things like that.
Yeah.
So the recovery time, I think, was underplayed until the point actually I already had the surgery. Like, yeah, here's your doctor's note. You can't do anything like, can't work for 4 weeks. You can't drive. You can't do this. And it was like, you can't lift heavy. I was like, what? What?
Ask, what do you mean by heavy?
In one of the appointments after. So it took me to a bit of a horrible place. I couldn't train, and I couldn't drive myself to the gym anyway. So even to go socially, I couldn't go. So it was a bit of a horrible place. I couldn't do natties. I really wanted to do natties again at the start of this year. I couldn't do that. I'd only just literally started training again at that point.
Yeah.
And we had to be really slow about reloading my whole arm.
Yeah.
So the only thing I could really train was safety bar squats, and that was someone putting plates on. I wasn't allowed to lift anything heavier than a half-filled kettle.
Oh, God.
So I had to rely on my awesome mates to load a bar for me. Oh, and you did help, so that I could at least do something. So I found that quite difficult. And then I'm not back to what I was this time last year, although we're getting there. So it's been a harder road than what I thought it would be, and I underestimated it, and I've probably not let on to other people how hard I've actually found it. On my mind and stuff, but we're getting back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the difficult thing with injuries, because a lot of the time, if you know the scope of the injury and you know sort of what's going to happen with it, then it's a little bit easier, isn't it? But when you don't, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, you can't do this, you can't do that. Suddenly, like, hang on, what? Like, what do you mean?
I went to have the stitches out a couple of weeks later, and it was like, yeah, still no heavy lifting. I was like, can we just establish here what you say is heavy? And he went, yeah, half filled kettle. I was like,
oh God, I thought you were going to say like 20 kilos.
What do you deem, Mrs. Moore, as heavy? I went, 100 kilo per hand farmers. He was like, oh. But what they had done, I had to obviously test my grip in that, and they passed me the machine. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, don't see anyone this excited on testing their grip. I was like, let me explain. This is what I do for fun.
Yeah.
It involves a lot of grip. So we tested my right hand, so my non-surgery hand first. And there was like, the surgeon was like, can you just do that again? I was like, yeah. Put everything into it as you would.
Yeah.
It's like, reset it. I was like, I think there's something wrong with the machine. I was like, can you do it a third time? I was like, yeah, pulled the same again. He was like, you've just pulled more than most men. And I was like, thank you very much.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So let's test the surgery hand. And I tested the surgery hand. You're saying that's weak? I went, yeah, it's weak. Obviously, compared to my right week, what I've been used to, and obviously I'd lost grip and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
you've still done more than what most women would do anyway with a good hand.
Yeah, they're like,
that as a win.
If we go off of general population data here, you're actually already rehabbed. That grip's fine. You're all good. Off you go.
Oh, I came out of there buzzing.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I love that. Those grip testers are always really good fun. I did one at uni once for a health thing, and I was in the like 95th percentile of people tested. I was like, hell yeah. I'm so strong.
I'm like, I've made it on the Derby Hospital record. Woo!
Hell yeah. We love that. Absolutely love that. No, it's a really difficult thing, that, but I'm glad you've worked through it and you're on your way back out now of that injury.
Yeah, Ben. So I joined Ben a few months ago. Well, start of the year maybe, and he's been amazing. Just like, take your time. We're not going to rush. So I just felt I needed a bit of a change at that point as well. So yeah, he's been really good. Yeah, really, really cool.
Amazing. Class. So, Millie, do you have any Strongwoman lows? I hope not.
I do have one. I think probably.
I'll probably agree you've got one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in my school we have talent shows. Then
every year. Yeah. Do one every year.
Yeah.
I have entered since year 2, year 4, year 5 and year 6 with Strongman.
We pulled together a video of her lifts basically for the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Pulled together a little video, and that's what she submits as her entry to the school talent show.
Amazing. I love that.
But I've only got through once, but I couldn't go to the finals because it was my mum's funeral.
Yeah, so
it was
they do like stages. So this has been 4 years ago. You have to vote for your peers, basically.
Right.
And her class had voted for her 4 years ago. And although she'd got through to the final, they wouldn't submit her to the final because we were actually at your nanny Wendy's funeral, weren't we?
Oh.
So she couldn't do the final. But do you want to explain some of what you tried to do after that when you tried to pull a deadlift? Can you remember?
Both explain it,
Okay.
because I can barely remember.
So she, on the back of that, she'd had the boys can be very mean, stupid. They are, yeah. Well, they might see this, but we don't care.
It's just because they are. Yeah, I don't care if they hear it. It sounds like they are stupid.
I think they're a bit jealous. They're quite jealous. And they obviously don't understand the concept of what she's doing, probably. But they can be really mean. And they'll say, "Oh, that's not what's on your bar. You're not strong. You're making it up."
Yeah.
And
still do that now.
Yeah, but you're more water off a duck's back now than you were back then. And I mean, to Millie's sort of kudos. She'd wanted to prove them wrong a few years ago and say, "No, I am strong. Mum, I want to pull a new deadlift PB." And this was a few years ago, so she was trying to pull 70.
Yeah.
And she was doing little Rhinos classes still at that point. So now Millie doesn't do kids classes. She's now going to be
a member of the gym.
Your proper member, and she's going to be coached by Gemma, who's a manager at Rhinos and does the kids classes. She's going to be programming her so she can train properly with us adults. But yeah, she'd wanted to pull a deadlift after she'd done a class. So she kept trying, and it just wasn't going. It was very, very close, but I was like, "Oh, you won't get away with that in a comp. You'd be no rock." So,
yeah.
At which point she just broke down in tears because she so wanted to prove them wrong. And it was quite upsetting to see. But Ant then came over and he was like, "Mim, heads up." He said, "Come, bring Millie next week, on Sunday next week." I was like, "Why?" He said, "Chloe, Donna and Claire are coming in for a training session. Bring her then."
Yeah.
So off we trotted. I was like, "Millie, we're going to do deadlifts today." And she pulled 70 kilo in front of them three.
Class.
So, and we had loads of photos with him after, didn't we? And you'd spoke to him because obviously we see Chloe a lot. Claire's there quite a bit.
We spoke to Claire at Paddy's come actually.
We did speak to Claire at Paddy's. Although she trains it with at Rhinos, we don't see her a huge amount. But she was luckily she was going to compete in Masters at Paddy's, but she went into Opens, and I was like,
yeah.
Although it would have been pretty cool to say I've been on the floor with her. But, yeah, it was pretty cool. But we obviously were chatting, and Millie had just submitted this year's talent show video, and we showed Claire, and Ryan looked at it as well in KFC on the way home.
Nice, what a day!
Post comp and all that, and she shared it, didn't she, on her socials and said, "Look, remember this girl's name? She's one to watch." But yeah, that was probably the only low was seeing her in tears on the deadlift platform.
Yeah,
it was pretty sad. But you came back from it, and you're stronger.
Absolutely.
And we showed them boys.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I know, I love that. And I do think it's so difficult, isn't it, when you set yourself up for a lift and you know that you can do it. Like, you know, if you got it a week later, you'd have had it there. It's just sometimes things don't line up how you want them to, isn't it?
No, it wasn't the day for it. A week later.
Absolutely. But learning those lessons at that age as well is just awesome. And as well, boys are just always stupid. They're stupid.
They're stupid. I don't.
At my friend's party, they're absolutely stupid.
Oh, they're nuts. They're
gliding around the floor.
Yeah, just chucking themselves on the floor at a party. But yeah, you're far more mature.
Absolutely, 100%. And that'll only get better as well. And the thing is, it'll weed out as you get older. It'll weed out the boys that are no good. The ones that are jealous and the ones that are nasty about it and don't like the fact that you lift. They're the ones that you're like, oh, away, keep away from me. No. There'll be other ones as you get older that'll be like, that's really cool and I like it a lot. And they're ones that you'll be like, these boys are nice, normal boys.
It was a factor when we chose Millie's secondary school. So we went around secondary schools back in the last year for a going this year. And she's actually going to the same secondary school that I went to, but they've got and nanny, so it's third generation. But in the sports facility there now, they've got a massive weights room, and it's included in PE from year 7. So we were able to look around it, and the woman was like, "Oh, do you know how to lift weights?" And Millie was like, and then she was like, "That's my mum. She was third strongest ever 40-year-old in England." I'm like, "Millie, shut up."
Hell yeah. It's going to be PE. They're going to be like, right, the first weight session, this is how we deadlift. Everyone's going to be doing the bar or like 40 kilos maximum. And you'll just be like, dude, I've got this. I'll do this. You'll know more than the teacher probably. You'll be like, I'll do this class. Don't worry about it. I've got it.
You know your mates, don't you? What's up? Teaching your mates to deadlift at the new school.
Hell yeah.
No, that's what. Yeah, whatever.
It'll be absolutely mint. Cool. Yeah, it'll be class that. The only other thing I was going to ask is, how did you not get through to the final on all of the talent shows? What is wrong with this school? Why did you only get through once?
I mean, this year it's it's just people that are singing and stuff. Like, come on, everyone sings.
Boring that.
Although we would have had to have come up with something for the final because we have to do something else. I was like, oh, goodness. Do you know? I was planning on taking a load of kit.
Oh, yeah. You could have just done a little strongman show, done a little strongman like, show and tell. Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Barbell hanging out the back of the car.
They've missed out big time, that school, on that talent show. Yeah, you could have asked you could have had like a load of strongwomen there with you as a little entourage. It would have been mint.
We're just calling some favours.
Hopefully the school listened to this and are like, oh, God, Mr. Trick here.
Can't rely on your mates sometimes, Dan.
Nah, can't rely on mates all the time. Rely on yourself.
They don't recognise good talent.
Exactly that. Nah, class, amazing. Well, right, let's get away from our strong woman lows then, because to be fair, we turned them round into pretty good highs. I think that wasn't too bad, was it? No. But let's move on to, what would you say to yourself when you first started the sport?
Just do it.
Hell yeah.
Just do it. So I was hesitant, obviously, when my friends were trying to get me to go in 2022. I was like, oh, no, I'm not sure. Like, I can't. You just get this idea in your head that everyone's like pulling 200 kilos and stuff. But it's not. It's for every ability, every age, as I hope we can show. Just do it. I don't think you'll find any other community like it.
Yeah. No, I love that.
So supportive. From entry level all the way up to whatever level, everyone will make time for you to talk to you, especially Millie, but give you advice, whatever, pick you up when you're down. So I think from it, I was in a pretty dark place when I started. It sounds quite dramatic, but I think it actually saved me from a really horrible place. And I've made truly friends for life from it. The girls that I'll go around with now would be people that, even if we for some reason didn't do this sport anymore, they would be people that I know I could call upon. Yeah Ride or dies.
Hell yeah. I love that. And I think it's so, like, I hear it so many times. I feel absolutely the same way about it. Like, wasn't particular, like, maybe not in a super dark place, but when I first started, it's just given me so much. Like, this sport has given me so much, whether it's friends, confidence, a community. Like, it's amazing, isn't it? And I love hearing it when people say that. I love hearing that they've got as much out of this sport as I have, because it's like, hell yeah, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
I mean, and for both of us, I don't think there's a better sport for Millie to do. So, I mean, one, it's pretty damn cool. But the support that she gets and that people give, allowing a 10-year-old to go into a lifting seminar and stuff like that is, I know I've seen Millie and know, she's not daft or anything like that. But to allow a 10-year-old to go in and take the time to train her, build her confidence. I think it's just epic.
Yeah, I totally agree. Nah, I love it. What would you say to yourself when you first started the sport, Millie?
Same as mum, just do it.
just do it.
Just do it. Hell
Just
yeah.
do it. Yeah, you were quite shy, weren't you? Particularly when you first started. But she just does as she's told. She'll have a little. Now she's a bit old. She's getting a bit more sassy.
Yeah.
But she would just do as she's told. So sometimes I have to shout, "Just get it done." So I think, and you will do it. So that's why I think she's at a good stage now to step out of the kids' classes. To and push herself even more. So I dread to think what's going to happen in the next 12 months.
Now she's got her own coach and everything. Bloody hell. Gonna be on fire. Absolutely on fire.
Own gym kit. Ready to go.
It's amazing that. I love it. And I think it's really inspirational as well to get like other people and other kids who are thinking about it or would like listen to this episode, or the parents that are listening and thinking, oh, actually, like I didn't know if it was safe or not and all that sort of stuff. And like,
absolutely.
I know as a physio, like lifting for kids is great. It's absolutely, it's brilliant. You're building such good bone density at a time when like the kids are growing. It's super important. It's going to help with like stuff like puberty, all that type of stuff. It's going to make such a big difference in like as they grow up. So yeah, I'm all for it. Get the kids in the gym.
Yeah. So I mean, it was obviously we've been lucky that we've been around kids' classes, so they are out there, and I know now that when Millie comes with us on a weekend that I don't have to watch what she's doing. I can do my thing, and she's more than confident to know what all the kit is, what's the safest way to lift it.
Yeah.
And to it's just a real good skill to have.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really handy around the house when I've got to lift and move things.
100%, yeah, useful. You've got like another basically adult strength person knocking about your house that you can just be like, here, give us a hand with this sofa.
Even yesterday, my mum needed something moving, and Millie's like, good job you've got a strong grandchild, isn't it?
It's amazing. Yeah, I love that. It's so useful. But yeah, I think if people are listening to this and thinking like, actually, this is something that I want either my kids or my friends' kids or whatever to get involved with, then have a look. Because even if there isn't kids classes at your local gym, just go and ask. Because I know most gyms, like our gym, we have kids come into our gym all the time. And like, as long as they're sensible and we've got parents' consent and you can pay attention and listen to what
it as well, doesn't it? For when they're older.
Yeah, absolutely.
That it's not when they want to go to gym when they're older, it's not a big, scary thing to do. So she'll have the confidence to go to a different gym on her own.
Yeah.
When she's older.
100%. No, I love it. Absolutely love it. Right. Well, that's been a great episode. So let's move on to the final part of the podcast. Everybody's favourite, the Silly Goose section.
Silly Goose. It's Silly Goose time, where our lips get loose and our minds run free. Silly Goose. It's Silly Goose time, where we chat a load of shit that's of absolutely no use. It's Silly Goose time.
So, do you have a silly goose you'd like to bring to the table?
I've really struggled with
We've
this.
got two.
We've got two.
Nice.
And obviously both PG. So
PG, yeah, that's fine.
One that I came up with eventually was, as people, Christians, do mass, and Jesus is represented by bread and wine, is his body and his blood.
Yeah.
What would you be represented by?
That is such a good silly goose question.
Oh, yeah.
I really like that. It's giving me vibes of, we did one a while back. I used it a couple of times actually because I loved it so much, which was the 5 things to summon me. That it's giving off those vibes. So you'd have to have what? Do you need body and blood?
Yeah.
Body and blood. To be honest, blood would probably be red wine for me. I'm a bit of a red wine fiend. Yeah, either red wine or black coffee, because other than that, oh, no. Although, to be fair,
it doesn't have to, it could be any colour.
Yeah. But the other thing that I think a lot of my friends would say, and it's because I've got a bit of an obsession with it, is sparkling water with dilute juice in it. Now, this is my go-to drink. If you see me drinking out of this cup, That's always got sparkling water and dilute juice. Yeah, I'm like a child. Fizzy juice is my jam. I absolutely love it. But then I think body would probably be Parmo's. It would be a Parmo.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, I'll go Parmo and fizzy juice because they're my favourites. And I feel like, yeah, if people were like What's it? Worshipping me? Sounds weird to say. Sounds weird to say, but yeah, if that was it, I think it would be Parmos and fizzy juice and dilute juice. Yeah, I'm up for that. What would yours be?
So my blood would be White Monster.
Amazing, yeah.
Yeah. It's not very often I'm not in the gym with one in my hand.
Yeah.
And I've recently started a new job, so they're getting used to my monster habits. The body I found a bit harder, but when we were speaking about it, so I've got a really sweet tooth, and I'm a bit fluffy, so I went for flumps.
Ooh, flumps are solid. Yeah, I love flumps. They're a good little snack, aren't they? They're very expensive if you buy them on their own nowadays, but they are a good little tasty snack. I do like them.
Yeah.
I think they also feel like when you eat them, because they're not very filling and they're like quite airy, it feels like 3 calories. That I don't believe the calories that are on the packets.
No.
I'm like, can't be. Can't be
also,
true.
if you've got a sore throat.
I didn't know that. Flumps for sore throats.
Yeah.
That's a very good shout. I like that.
Sweet and them.
Yeah.
Well, there is a cough medicine that Millie uses. It's got marshmallow extract in it.
Has it? That sounds like a type of cough medicine you get.
It's strawberry flavour, yeah.
I'd be drinking that all the time. I can't have cough medicine in the house at all. I'm giving myself up as a bit of an addict here, but cough medicine and those nasal sprays, you know, the anti-congestion nasal sprays.
Our little Rhinos group, when we compete, we normally end up staying away and having a little break with it, you know, overnighter.
Yeah.
And so when I did UK's last year, we took night nurse the night before just because I was ill. But we all had a really good night's sleep. So now it's become a little tradition. We shop night nurse the night before.
I love that. It's like on the borderline of PEDs, isn't it? You're like, just using it for sleep, but it's not really.
So we did that at Paddy's comp the other week. And so we had pizzas the night before. We were sitting outside. I was like, night nurse time, ladies. So out, Ali goes, gets the night nurse. I says, there's some shot glasses if anyone wants one. So when he pours one, I was like, that is not a dose of night nurse. She tried to double dose me.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. We need to at least take it, even if we're not taking it for illness, at least take it as the label
right
states. Yeah, we don't want to be overdosing on night nurse.
I hate the taste of it.
You didn't like it, you tried it, didn't you?
No, that's fair. Yeah, it's
Well,
and I feel like you won't need the benefit of sleep at the moment, Millie. You're in that beautiful childhood phase of where sleep doesn't feel that important.
She's one of them annoying people that can just put her head down and she's gone.
Sleep anyway, yeah.
I mean, I won't wake up again.
Although she does, when we go away and like she stays with me, it's like we did the other week, she does lash around a bit, so I normally end up getting punched.
To be
quite
fair,
a strong punch.
Yeah, I used to be like that with my mum. My mum refused to share beds with me when we were younger. She still won't now. If we go on like holiday anywhere, I have to get 2 beds. Otherwise, she's like, "Nah, I'm not sleeping in the same bed as you. You're a nightmare." Amazing. Right. So, what would you choose then, Millie? What would be your body and blood?
My blood would probably be a Biscoff milkshake.
Biscoff milkshake.
Nice, solid choice.
I can't get over Biscoff. Anything flavoured Biscoff is my favourite.
She's in.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
What about your body?
My first choice was margarita pizza.
Solid choice, yeah. I can get on board
like
with
the
that
type of
too.
sweets, like Sour Patch Kids or
Sour
something like
Patch
that.
Kids.
Yeah.
They're also unbelievable.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah, you like them.
Yeah.
So all the good stuff, pizza and milkshake.
All the tasty things, yeah. You could just put the Sour Patch Kids on top of the margarita pizza.
Ooh,
Double wham.
Might have
Double
to try
wham,
that.
bit sweet and salty.
A
I feel like
chocolate
it might be minging, but also it might be quite good though as well. Like
Don't know
it's
till
one
you
of them,
try.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to give it a go.
I need to have to get Sour Patch Kids.
We'll have to go to the shop.
Delicious. What a weekend treat this is going to be.
Isn't it? Sun's out.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
pizza.
Make the most of it. Sour Patch margarita pizza. Let's go. I love
I had a
that.
barbecue on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, we're having a barbecue. Maybe we can ask Nanny if we can try it there.
Yeah. I'm not sure Nanny might be that happy about it. If she's planning a barbecue and you're like, can we just get a pizza and put some sweets on it though? Class.
Yeah.
What was your other silly goose question then?
It was only in a nod to our friend Ali. She's obsessed with jacket potatoes.
Yeah.
Said if you could only ever have one topping on a jacket potato again for the rest of your life, what would you choose?
Oh, that's a hard one. You only had one topping, or can it be a combo?
I'll let you have a combo.
Cheese and beans, then, I think.
Yes.
It's just a solid old school choice, isn't it?
I'd be cheese and beans or chili and cheese. I couldn't quite make my mind up.
Yeah, I think mine would either be cheese or beans or tuna and cheese, because I love tuna and cheese. It's a solid combo for anything.
I'm not a tuna person.
It's my vibe. That. What would yours be, Millie?
Just cheese. I don't like beans or peas. Don't like them at all.
She's anything cheese. She's there.
Yeah.
Head for margarita pizza.
Mozzarella stick, anything cheese.
All the cheese.
I'm with you. I think I'm more. I'd usually choose cheese over chocolate. Like, I'm a chocolate fiend. I love chocolate, and like I'll have a bar of chocolate every night if I'm allowed to. Which I tried to stop myself, but I can't a lot of the time. I buy them little ones from Lidl, and oh my god, every night I have to have one. But cheese, cheese is just next level, isn't it? There's no type of cheese I don't like.
I keep having a fight with people at school saying, "What's the best invention except from cheese?"
Yeah, no, I feel like cheese is the one, isn't it? I'd love to make my own cheese as well. I feel like that would be really fulfilling. Be able to make my own cheese. I've got a goat too, so I could make goat's cheese. I do really like goat's cheese, so maybe that can be my summer plan. But I think the goats have to be pregnant though to make milk, so feels like there's a lot that would go into this.
A lot of thought, yeah.
There's a lot of prep that's going to have to go into this goat's cheese. It's probably just easier to buy it.
Cheese. Yeah, just go to the supermarket.
Yeah. Well, right. Have we got time for one more? Because I had a silly goose question. I was really proud that I came up with a PG one as well. So my PG silly goose question for you is, if you were an egg, how would you like to be cooked?
Oh, I've got mine.
Go on, then you go.
Scrambled.
Why?
I just like scrambled egg.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very fair. Yeah.
I'd also go scrambled.
Oh, would you?
It's the only egg that I like.
Yeah, because I'm weird with egg texture. So if it's like a boiled egg, I won't eat the white bit because I don't like it. Where if it's all scrambled up, I'll eat it.
Yeah. I feel like that's a weird one for texture though, because surely scrambled eggs texture is worse than just boiled egg texture.
I think it's a weird kid thing in the back of my head.
No, fair. See, I'd have picked poached just because I think it would be so much fun to be spinning around in that pan. Like, just like that, like, woohoo! And then just come together at the end like a perfect little poached egg. But spot on.
Chilling in that. Yeah.
I love poached eggs. I don't, to be honest, I don't think I just really like eggs. I don't have a favourite way of cooking them. I'd eat any type of egg. I'm just a big egg fan, but I think poached would be the most exciting way to be cooked.
I also associate poached with posh. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I do as well. Like, I wouldn't poach an egg at home. I only ever buy poached eggs, like if I'm going out for brunch or something. Yeah. Like, the effort of poaching an egg at home is too much. Yeah, but amazing. Right, so do you have anything you'd like to shout out or promote before we finish off this episode then?
I've written a few things down so I don't forget.
Let's go.
So big...
I thought you said the girl.
Forget. Big shout out to Rhinos, obviously. Rhino tattoo.
Hell yeah.
A group of us got those done. Yeah, I think it's a really awesome gym. So shout out to Ant and Gemma. In making it a safe space for Millie to train and to grow and to feel part of a community there, as obviously I do as well. Shout out to Ben for being my coach, for taking me on, the crazy person that I am. Shout out to Millie, of course, for being awesome and being an inspiration, obviously, for other kids, but for us adults as well, to show that what we're all capable of. All Rhinos members, awesome. And obviously, I know Liv mentioned we've got a charity comp coming up, so all those details are on the Rhinos page, so get involved. And you get an awesome crew if you're there, so come say hi. Millie's been trained by Rob Frampton on timekeeping. So
Actually, you did it and you trained me.
Yeah, we're super on it.
Strict.
We're super on it.
Hell yeah.
For all the guys that let Millie take part in all those seminars, so Donna, Rosie, Chloe, thanks guys for allowing her to flourish. And finally, one big thank you to my Rhinos ladies. So Flick, Ali, Liv, Marina, love you all lots. And I'll put Tez in there as well, because I love Tez.
Hell yeah.
Always my Rhino. For all the laughs, making training fun, for being on the end of the phone when we're all having meltdowns going, why am I doing this comp? And just being the best support crew ever.
Amazing. Love that. Great shout outs, class shout outs. So where can people find you then if they want to follow along with your journey?
So we're both on Instagram. So I'm
got my own Instagram page.
Yeah, it's linked to mine for all the parents out there. There's no
Hell yeah.
Issues with kid safety.
Yeah.
My Instagram is Mimmore83 and
Yeah.
Millie's is Millie Strong Girl. So yeah, we're both
Awesome.
on Insta. Come and give us a follow, say hello.
Absolutely. Yeah, perfect. I'll tag all of that in the show notes below as well. So if people are wanting to find out stuff, they can do. But thank you so much for both being on the podcast, guys.
Yeah,
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Amazing.
was
Nah,
fun.
thank you so much. Right, well, I won't keep up any more of your time for this bank holiday weekend, but thanks so much for being on. I hope everyone enjoyed the podcast. Hope you all enjoyed listening, and we'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Strongwoman Highs, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to support the podcast, then please give us a follow on Instagram. Or if you would like, we're also on buymeacoffee.com/strongwomanhighs. This is where you can send us tips, or you can also join our membership area, which is $5 a month or £4 a month. It's the silly Gosling level. We'll post out any extra content that we get on there, and hopefully a few little free giveaways of things as well. The podcast currently doesn't cost a lot to run, which is what we're trying to keep it as, but we would like to be able to cover our costs, and also once those costs are covered, any profit that is made on Strongwoman Highs will be getting saved up and put into a pot for future Strongwoman competitions that we can sponsor. So if you have a Strongwoman competition that you'd like to be sponsored, or if you want to be on the podcast, then give us a shout, send me a message on Instagram or on YouTube, anywhere else you can get us, and we'll get it sorted, because the more women that we can get on, the better. Thanks for listening and watching. Bye!